All right, hey, this is Thunder today at Holidium Labs, the world leader in quantum application. Today, I have a very special opportunity here, and I wanted to take a few moments here to record this and explain what it is we have going on here. I have a gentleman out here who is Mr. Gary Clay. He has a Snap-on truck and a Snap-on 5-gas analyzer, and it is parked outside and currently running on his 5-gas analyzer. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to leave out here and we will physically watch these numbers and record. Stand by, I will return.
Secured a pretty good deal. So it was 5-gas analyzer.
Hey, look here, man. I got a log here, so this thing will log it. Constantly log it. Hmm?
So in theory, if I put this chip, I can put it underneath where I like the gas tank, and then it just goes right, because I have an access for it to my fuel tank underneath that. Oh yeah, perfect. So I can just set it up on top of it.
Perfect. Yeah.
And then it won't get as like raised.
Yeah, sure. I guess that's the headphone jack.
Yeah. Okay, and let's see. Test 1, test 2, test 1, test 2. Looks like we're there. Good. All right, we're back. I'm here outside with the Snap-on tool, and we are looking live at these numbers coming across. Right on. So we have hydrocarbons at 20, our NOx at 444. Easy numbers to remember. Good. All right, here's our 5-gas, or our here's our anti-smog device, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on the fuel tank now.
You need something to clean it off? Or?
Yeah, sure. You got duct tape? Real tape? You got Snap-on tape?
No. Should be on the side.
Okay, and we're back. As you can see, it took longer for me to get to the parking lot than it did actually to put it on the vehicle. Simple to install. Obviously, we sprayed what, degreaser?
Brake cleaner.
Brake cleaner, yeah, and cleaned up a little spot. Boom, went on very nicely. We also have a propane tank here. What's your propane run? What's it running?
I'm not entirely sure.
What's the propane run? Gary? What's the propane running? Oh, okay. Oh, it's got a big heater in here. It's got a propane heater. Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's crazy as it sounds. It probably wouldn't be as toxic if you ran that exhaust in here live the whole day. I know it's actually worse. So great. We're gonna take the let that fill now that it's on the tank. Get up into the engine. Parts per million above started to go down. We've dropped 100 on NOx to kind of give you an indication. Drop 100 on NOx. Well, if the EPA has tested for the last 30 years to be a 0.8% of decrease, less than 1%. So if we had 440, yeah, we would have had to drop those numbers by 4. Let's watch NO drop 4. Okay, there. Now that's what we've matched the last 30 years of the EPA's testing and what's currently has been done. As you see, we've dropped 120. So that compared to that 4 number is a rather large. But we're only getting started. That's the key here. And what I like, I really, the Snap-on unit here, it's adorable. We'll show you here in a second. We can only go as far as the cord can go. And once we conclude this test, I want to show this unit. It's a it's a pretty sleek little sexy thing, man. It looks like it almost looks like a fluky multimeter and just a little bit thicker. So yeah, talk about handheld portable. It's not 2-hand-held portable. It's real 1-hand portable. Oh my gosh, Knox, looks like we are going into recalibration mode, I believe, right? Yep. Yeah, got to zero it out. So again, we're going to get live readings once we get a calibration, so that we know without a doubt we are hitting precise numbers as they are exiting out of the exhaust. Unlike, let us compare here, if I may, for what Snap-on has for around $3,000. If we compare this to the $1.8 million facility out in California, okay, we got to stop. Okay, there we go. All right. If we compare this unit to the $1.5 million piece out in California at the EPA lab where we tested, what we're going to find is precise numbers versus average numbers. And why this is important is this. The average numbers that they are coming up with, it's the only word I can use, coming up with, comes from capturing the bag of hydrocarbons into a big hefty bag, and then weighing that bag with measurements so that they can yeah, look how cool this unit is. This is adorable. This is a really hot piece. And I mean, we've been using the Enerac. This one is as precise with its live numbers, with its share screen capability and Bluetooth. Well, I really like this unit. It's heavy duty, man. You could drop this and it probably will take an impact. we have seen in the past where Jason had his sitting up on top of the trunk and pulled the cord as he was putting it in. Unit fell on the ground. Took him 3 months to get another one replaced. You know, so UEI, you're not my friend anymore. Snap-on, it's a great unit here. So I'll let him get that recalibrated. And what we meant by putting this into a bag and weighing, well, they have to be able to weigh the carbon that is coming out. In our particular measurements here, those carbons are not coming out because they are imploding, and the NOx is imploding. So we do not get the weight measurement that they come up with by waiting till the end of the test. What I like about this equipment is that it's precise and right on the mark as it is happening. Okay, so 440. Look, hydrocarbons are missing. That's a good thing. So in between when you guys recalibrated that out, the hydrocarbon number finally hit 0, which was only down from 19, so it didn't have exactly that far to go. Well, for me, it didn't have far to go. For the rest of the world, that's called an impossibility. And in fact, if one is sitting at this moment going, "Nah, you know what? This is impossible." How do I say this politely? You are wrong. At least I'm being polite. Again, we got NOx at 267. I'm liking it. Our O2, I like that number at 14.9, as close as you can get to that in unleads. I can't be for certain what maximum of flow is on diesel, but I know 14.9 is on unleads. Usually I'm a little sharper and recall these things with these, but yeah, can't for the life of me think where it should be. I want to say around 17 though. At least that's what we're seeing here. I think it could be 16.9, 14.9. That's it. It was easy to remember. Well, here we are. We are lowering and lowering and lowering. At 240, we will have knocked it down 200. Let's cut it in half at that point. All right. And we ran at RPMs for what, a good 2 minutes?
Yeah, we ran about 2 minutes.
Okay, that's perfect. All right, well, this is where we're at. Putting this on the device. Wow, it took hydrocarbons fast. Diesels, diesels do take longer than the unleads. That's just what we've seen every time. Unleads, my gosh, 5 minutes is a long time for an unlead. But with the diesels, with Jason, when we've been watching Jason up in, he's in field out there, 40, the trick is to get a good baseline. You get a good baseline if the car's running for, vehicle's running for 10, 15 minutes. And we look over that 10, 15 minutes to see what the average is. Pretty much at that point, I'd be happy with a weight measurement, because that's what we're looking for, that initial baseline average. If we're dealing with semi-trucks, here's a nice way of doing it. It's called a Qualcomm report. Qualcomm, they have stadiums down there in San Diego. It's a successful company. They put black boxes in airplanes. Well, Qualcomm put black boxes in semis. It tells wind. It tells mileage. It tells idle time. It tells the weight of the truck, how many cheeseburgers the driver drove. I mean, it tells you too much stuff. And by By taking that data and we go back, say 90 days, we know what those vehicles are capable of. We take the baseline average, we place them our equipment on the trucks, and we let them run for a period of say 30 days. We then every week we monitor that performance. Looks like now we just jumped into a big detox here. We were cruising steady as we were dropping, and we were down at about 220, and all of a sudden a detox somewhere popped in here, which is breaking up chunks off the engine, which is not parts off of the engine. I'm talking about junk that is stuck and just nasty and cooking over all these times the explosion occurs, building up thicker and thicker. Those are being removed off your cylinder. And that is good news for drivers and owners of vehicles. That's not good news for the guys here at Snap-on, because your engine will now last longer, less maintenance, and so on. We're going to give a little to lose a little, guys. But no, this is for the benefit of the environment. Benefit is the life of the engine. Asthma. Let's take a look at what atmospheric conditions has done. We've seen increases in asthma in large cities versus out in rural communities. What is the difference? It would be air quality would be the highest reason. So if we can reduce emissions and sustain an environment, we will then start to rid the body of additional toxins and disease. So it's got not immediate, but it has tremendous long-term benefits that come in many forms. Let's give this thing another punch. Okay. Yeah, we're breaking it up really heavy. And yeah, this is a pretty cool little unit that Snap-on has put together. Their mobile office is, well, for us, it doesn't get any better proof. We got to take a look at what we're looking at here. What's that? They just had a big drop there, didn't it? Yeah, we had a big purge in that thing somewhere. So as we are driving down the road, you see what we're seeing. We're not moving, okay? We're stationary, but the engine is running at a higher level. It's got a load, is what I'm saying. If we were traveling down the road, what normally typically happens as we increase throttle, our numbers go up. Hydrocarbons go up. You're burning more gas. We're having more nitric oxide coming through here. And in this case, as we give load, we're using more fuel. We are burning it out and reducing it out. Most of the cars don't sit at idle. So that being understood, we are showing what live would mean or look like going down the road. The equivalent of this, and when you go to the standard weight measurement of carbon to determine what these numbers are, they do it on a dyno. It's like, you know, it's a roller, and your tires are just sitting there and rolling, giving it the simulation that you are traveling at a higher RPM. I don't see that exactly necessary, because it's not the spin of the wheels that is determining any of this. It is the amount of gas going through. So that simply can be done. just in with the throttle. All right, now we're starting to. We got rid of that detail. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to crush. Here we go. Oh, come on. I like that 100 there. That was good. How many miles on this engine? Oh, is there quite a few? Oh.
252,000. It's been running every single day, all day.
Right. That's 250. That's 252,000 miles and probably 50,000 hours of idle.
Well, probably a million
or miles of
idle.
A million miles of idle. Yeah. They don't shut it off. This thing runs. It runs. It constantly runs. This thing is it's their office. They got air conditioner, heaters. Pretty cool. So it's amazing what it is. I've seen Snap-on all my life, but I've never been in one of their trucks. And wow, it's a Ace Hardware store right here on inside a UPS truck is what we're looking at here. Well, this has been a fun little test. I'm gonna go back to my desk and sign off. So I'll be back momentarily. Anything, gentlemen, you guys want to say? Hop on the cam and say hi and tell them what this is what you've seen.
Hey, it's Clay Gary. Sitting here watching thunder. This thing's kind of crazy. It's pretty neat, I think. And anyway, I guess we're going to get going. We'll see y'all later.
This is cool. Till next time, this is Thunder with Holidium Labs. Let's stop smog, everyone. It's not very cool to pollute. So next time you're out there in the field and you see a car that's grossly polluting, think about your grandkids.